Hello, Bighead here, and welcome to another highly informative video with me, Bighead. In this video, I'm going to look at second language acquisition. I suppose this video is really for teachers of English, although learners of English should also pick up something useful. When learning English as a second language, one of the last items of grammar that learners acquire is a mastery of the third person singular S in the present tense, at least according to various studies. While this may be true, I have devised a simple but effective technique to ensure that learners start using the third person S much more quickly, and I'm going to share it with you now. You would think, wouldn't you, that learners should be able to conjugate verbs in English easily in the present tense. After all, there is little to remember apart from the need to add an S to the third person. My method is predicated on the assumption that most learners are rubbish at English, and any rule that they are given will soon be forgotten or misunderstood. So, instead of teaching the correct rule, or even letting learners discover it for themselves, I simply misteach it. Let's look at an example. I am sure you are familiar with the verb to live and how it is conjugated in the present tense. As you can see, I live, but when we come to the third person singular, it's he lives, she lives, he doesn't live, she doesn't live. What could be more straightforward than that? Well, as any experienced teacher will tell you, learners, when faced with this fairly simple rule to apply, just don't seem to get it when speaking English. So, I teach the following. As we can see, we have the same verb, but rather than teach it correctly, I have added an S to everything apart from the third person singular. So we have he live, he don't live, she live, she don't live. As expected, learners start mixing up the rule almost immediately. It's a kind of reverse psychology. They get the mistaught rule wrong, and with two negatives making a positive, they end up inadvertently getting it right. If this happens, we listen to songs. Shania Twain's "That Don't Impress Me Much" is a good example, as is Sting's "She don't wanna hear me sing, she don't want no diamond ring, she don't want to drive my car, she don't let me go that far, she don't like the way I look, she don't like the way I cook, she don't like..." oh God. This is done in an effort to get my learners to use the wrong rule correctly, but rest assured, they start getting it wrong again. I was actually fired twice for using this method, so now I tend to just ignore third person singular S mistakes and concentrate on aspects of pronunciation, such as intonation. And there end my lesson. If you likes it, give it a thumbs up. She don't wanna hear me sing, she don't want no diamond ring, she don't want the